Hello everyone, this is the R36S. It's a handheld game console. Now this is the upgraded version of the previous handheld console that I reviewed, which was the R35S. The only difference with the other one and this is that the analogs have just slightly changed. The layout is slightly different, so the analogs, instead of being at the top here, it's at the bottom and the buttons at the top. I feel like this model is much easier because I prefer the analogs to be at the bottom and the buttons at the top. Everything else is pretty much the same. You can see the volume control there. It has one of the TF memory cards there. The R1, the R2, the L1, the L2 buttons at the back. You can also open the back battery as well, which is here. And that's the rechargeable battery here. So if that ever does get damaged or it doesn't recharge, you can always replace that and put a new battery in. On the left side of it, that's the power button. It has the reset button, and it also takes the TF2 micro SD memory card here. Okay, so let me switch this on. So press this button. It will light up here. So you can get various different colors. You can get in white and black, and you can also get this purple color. And this one reminds me of the old Game Boy Color design, because I remember I used to have this that see-through purple color Game Boy Color console, handheld console. So that's the reason why I got this color. So let's try it out. Now it does have a high definition screen as well, and that's a 640 HD screen. And along with that, it also has a 21 emulators built into this game, and these are, I'll go through all of them, pretty much the same as the R35S. So you got the PS1, the PSP, and then you've got all the Nintendo Game Boy games as well, and a few of the classic retro games. So let's go through it. So if I start from let's start from here. So here, so there you got this Wolfenstein game. There's only one game available. You got Scum VM, so 2 games available for that. Then you got the options here. You can change password, disable remote services, enable remote services, file manager. You got hide zip games, network information, PS1. You can delete files if you want, etc. here. And then you got altogether built into this memory card, you got 15,092 games available. Then you got 48 games available on this one, and then it goes through all the specific games. So you got Capcom System 1, and they got all the Capcom System 1 games here, all the retro games. Then you got the Capcom System 2, and you got all the System 2 games. So you got a lot of Street Fighter, Marvel games there. Capcom System 3 games here. So you got all those there. Oh, did I just press? Let's go back. I'll play a game in a second. Just go through all the games first. And the good thing about this is that it got 15,000 games. And bear in mind, one question that everyone has is that, can you save games? Yes. With the R35S and the R36S, you can save games and save each game that you play. You can save it and load the game from the place that you've saved the game. So System 3, then you got American Laser games here. So there's only one game here. You got the arcade MAME games there, so there's nearly 2,000 games built in here, a lot of retro games built in here. And then you've got the NEC PC Engine games here, so there's like around 350 games there. And then you've got the Nintendo Famicom games here. There's about nearly 16,000 games here to choose from, a lot of games to play. Then you've got the Nintendo Super Famicom games here. There's around 450 games to choose from. And then you've got the Nintendo NES games here. And there's a lot of Super Mario games in this one. And then you got the Super Nintendo games here. And there's tons of games to choose from in this one. Then you got the Nintendo 64 games, about 200 games there. And this is a memory. I remember the Nintendo 64 games. Then my favorite ones coming up now. So the Game Boy games here. So you got this, and then you got all those options here as well. And then Game Boy Color. This is a memory because I played pretty much most of the games on this Game Boy Color games. And then you've got the Game Boy Advance games. There's about over 1,000 games there to choose from. And then you've got the Nintendo DS games. There's about 15 games to choose from, including the Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Black. You've got Rayman. A lot of good games in the Nintendo DS one. Even the Grand Theft Auto Chinatown. Is that Chinatown? Yeah, Chinatown Wars. And then you got Mega Drive, where you got around 1,200 games there. Okay, so if I click on that, there's a lot of good games in this one as well. And then you got Dreamcast. There's about 5 games built into this one. You got Game Gear. There's a lot as well here. You've also got the Neo Geo game, arcade games there. About 200 games to choose from. You got PlayStation games. You got 23 games available. Okay, so you got Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot Warped, and that's number 3, I think. You got another Crash Bandicoot Bash there, and that's a Crash Team Racing. You got a few good games. You got a Final Fantasy as well, Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter. You got Mortal Kombat, Need for Speed, Tekken. You got Bloody Roar. That's a game that I remember playing. It's quite an interesting game. Let's go back, and you got the PSP games. Now, it's not showing the pictures for some reason on this one, but you got Assassin's Creed, Castlevania, you got Final Fantasy, it's got Dragon Ball Z, Dynasty Warriors, FIFA Street, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City Stories. You got Mega Man, Naruto, Pursuit Force, Soul Calibur, Spider-Man 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Max, Tekken. Quite a few games to choose from. Okay, so let's just click on one of the games so we can just play it and see how it is. Okay, so I'll just try out Bloody Roar 3. Okay, but the quality of the handheld console is very good. Love the transparent design of this one, but you can also get one that's not transparent. It's worth around £50 to £60, but it's worth every penny, in my opinion.
Bloody Roar 2, the new breed.
Okay, I'll just try arcade for now.
Sheena, the leopard, Hugo, the wolf.
Yeah,
Here we go! Get ready.
Okay, so I'm just resetting it to go back to the main menu, but the games are very good quality. The screen is amazing as well, and it's a game that I would highly recommend. Okay, the game console is perfect. It's very affordable, I would say. The fact that you get around 15,000 games available, and all the games are very good as well. Okay, so along with that, let me just go through the rest. So it takes a 3.5mm headphone jack underneath here, a USB-C charging port. OTG is a USB-C as well, so you can actually play 2 players if you connect the OTG cables. The analogs work perfectly. You can click on them and you can navigate through as well if you want. The sound quality is really loud as well, and you can also connect this to a TV and a gamepad as well. So you can actually connect this to a control pad as well and play it that way. It's equipped with quad-core 64-bit Cortex A35 processor and frequency of up to 1.8 gigahertz, paired with DDR3L, 1 GB RAM, and it has built-in 2900 mAh battery capacity that gives you around up to 4 hours of playtime. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do give a like and subscribe.